pong bagong taon.
Hello, DZRJ fans! My name is Ira Panganiban of Free Spits. I'm wishing you guys a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a great time.
May peace and love for one another reign in our hearts in this season and beyond. Have a Merry Christmas and a brighter and prosperous New Year. Jimmy mo na to po, tsa-tsahin mo, baby!
Hi, this is Johnny Gomez of Johnny Gomez Live, wishing us all a very meaningful Christmas and the best of 2022. Happy Holidays, Kabandito!
Hi, this is G and Marge Santos of Mystical Buffet.
Season's greetings to everyone. Here are warm wishes for a safe, healthy, and COVID-free 2022.
Merry Christmas!
Hi mga kapuga, dito po ang inyong mga lingkod. Ako po si Mark Lopez.
Si Doc Ethel.
Maricar Serrano.
Darwin Cañete.
Tom Berenguer.
Manny Biernes.
Kami po ay bumabati sa inyo ng isang maligayang Pasko at manigong bagong taon.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us at Teleradio Bandido TV.
Pasko, Pasko na naman.
You can now listen to RJFM and DZRJ 810 AM from wherever you are. Just type in RJ 100.3 FM on TuneIn Radio, Streama, Radio Garden, and just type in RJFM for online box radio. For DZRJ 810 AM, just type in DZRJ 810 AM on TuneIn Radio, Streama, and Radio Garden. Happy listening! To all Teleradio Bandido viewers and listeners, you can now watch Teleradio Bandido on our new YouTube channel, RJAM News. Hit the subscribe button and like the video. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified when a new video gets uploaded. Don't miss out on our dynamite lineup.
Good morning, DZRJ 810 AM proudly brings you Good Job Philippines with Barbie Atienza. Enjoy a recap of the week's good news and developments, highlighting the great men and women behind them. And now, here is your host, Barbie Atienza.
Good morning, Metro. Good morning, Philippines. We're back here on Good Job Philippines. Dito po sa DZRJ 810 AM and also on Radio Bandido, Channel 224. On your Sky and also on other TV Plus boxes. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. 3 linggo na lang. 3 linggo na lang, Pasko na. At syempre, kasama ko po ang aking partner dito po sa ating programa tuwing Sabado ng umaga, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Let's welcome Mr. Allan. Visitacion. Good morning, Allan.
Good morning, Barbie. Sir Barbie, magandang umaga sa inyo at sa lahat ng mga nakikinig sa atin sa radyo sa 810 kHz at sumusubaybay sa atin sa television, sa Radyo Bandido, Sky Cable at higit sa lahat yung mga nasa Facebook ngayon sa DZRJ 810 Voice of the Philippines. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. Alam ko kanina nyo pa kami inaantay at kami po ay nagpapasalamat at andyan kayo lahat every Saturday magkakasama po tayo. Please don't forget to press like and I can see it here on my monitor and don't ever hesitate to share this day's episode. And Sir Barbie, you said nga malapit na ang Pasko at ayoko namang mahuli na bumati ng maligayang Pasko sa ating mga kababayan sapagkat alam niyo po si Sir Barbie araw-araw kayong binabati ng Merry Christmas.
Lalo na yung mga inaanak ninyo dyan. Sabi nung isang ninong, I care for you a lot. So darating na Pasko, wag na kayo lalabas ng bahay, dyan lang kayo, ha? Sabi nung inaanak, wala kang lusot, ninong. Pwede naman magpa-Gcash.
Iyo.
Pwede rin, yung mga regalo pwede rin ipa-deliver. Pwedeng Lalamu, pwedeng Grab.
Pwede lahat, oh.
Pero nakita ko rin yung sabi ng isang ninong sa TikTok. Sabi, anak, mamili ka. Anong gusto mong gawin natin this year? Taguan o habulan?
At dahil na rin sa social media that we have on Facebook, this is the best and the fastest way to greet your ninong Merry Christmas. Yan po yung pinakamabilis na batiin ng ating ninong at ninang ng maligayang Pasko. Ngunit, hindi po yan sagot kung paano sila hanapin. Yan ating challenge.
Di bale na.
Opo.
Kung kayo yung inaanak, ang importante you're able to greet them. Kayo naman ang mga ninong at ninang, you know, you don't have to really go into the pains of really splurging or kahit na hindi ninong-ninang, kahit yung kayo yung asawa, kayo yung magulang, kayo yung anak, you don't have to spend so much, to spend a small fortune just to please and make your loved ones happy. Ako, naniniwala pa rin, Allan, despite all the sophistication of the times, di ba? Naniniwala pa rin ako doon sa adage na it's the thought that counts.
Yan,
importante, ipadama mo lang, naalala mo sila. O kung wala ka talagang pambili, wala ka talagang panregalo, pwede naman kahit i-text mo. Actually, I encourage that a lot, even if it's not Christmas season, kahit wala pa yung Pasko, yung makaalala tayo, yung out of the blue, lalo na yung mga tao, kamag-anak, kaibigan, kabarkada, kababata, na matagal na nating hindi nakakausap, hindi tayo nagkikita. Lalo na because of this pandemic. Pero yung iba, kahit na wala pa yung pandemic, wala tayong contact, hindi natin nakakausap. Alam nyo, it's such a wonderful feeling, wonderful gesture, that out of the blue, biglang yung tawagan, kamustahin ninyo.
Yes, totoo yan.
You know, you'll never know kasi lalo na, alam mo, may malulungkot na pangyayari, no? Yung mga biglang yumao, biglang nawala sa ating buhay. Kung minsan nagugulat na lang tayo, talaga? Wala na si ganyan? Kailan pa? Yung gano'n, no? Pero tapos, ang kasunod dyan, yung sayang, I thought yung last time kami nag-usap, ganun, blah, blah, blah. Pero, you know, doesn't have to be that way. You know, just call and say hi. And ang maganda pa dyan, kung minsan, masusurprise. Oh, Allan, napatawag ka. What can I do for you? Tapos, di ba? Wala lang, nangangamusta lang ako. Di ba? Ang sarap nung ganun. So,
totoo,
you know,
alam mo, totoo yan eh. Alam mo, talaga ako, ginagawa ko yan upang ipagmalaki. Boy pa, ninong ko. Alam mo, yun ang sinasabi. Marami kasing nang babash. Buhay pa, ninong mo? O naman. Buhay na buhay ang ninong ko. Tsaka ninang ko. Buhay na buhay.
Isa na lang ninang ko. Well, at least isa na lang yung ninang kong kilala ko. At kilala pa ako. Si Tita Lita Atienza Castillo. She's the sister of my father. Ay, Tita Litz. I call her Talitz. Si Talitz, kamusta ka dyan? Sana nakikinig ka. Kung hindi ka nakikinig, bakit? Inaanak mo ko, kailangan nakikinig ka sa akin.
Correct.
Nanonood ka sa akin.
And one of the gifts that you could give your ninong or ninang or the entire family of your ninongs and ninangs this Christmas is a family song na pwede nyo pong ipadala sa private message o
video. Magbi-video ka.
Oo, video. Katulad po nung ginagawa namin ni Barbie dati, gumagawa kami ng mga video to remind yung ginawa naming video na yung sa show namin of washing the hands. Yun na po yung pinadala ko during those times nung early days ng pandemic. Wala akong mapasyente.
Makanta tayong happy birthday.
Yes,
happy
yun na lang po.
Happy birthday 2 times.
Two times.
Uhugas ng kamay.
Ito naman maligayang Pasko. At Sir Barb, una gusto ko rin batiin ng aking mga kapitbahay at ang buong barangay at ang buong lungsod na rin ng Parañaque. No? Napaka-successful ng aming bayanihan. Ng aming bakunahan. Talagang parang very nostalgic.
Congratulations.
Yes, talaga yung mga nakaupo at saka yung mga nakatayo na public official. At hindi lang po, yung buong sambayanan ng lungsod ng Parañaque, congratulations. Talagang ipinakita nyo kung paano tayo nabugbog noong mga early days ng pandemic.
Gayon din naman, Allan, sa iba't ibang mga bahagi ng Metro Manila at iba't ibang mga bahagi na rin ng bansa. During the 3-day, extended to 5 days, bayanihan, bakunahan, maraming nag-turn out, no? At least 2 million people came out and had their vaccines. Lalo ni mga first dosers. Congratulations po sa inyo. At yung mga hindi pa po nagpapabakuna, it's about time siguro, gising-gising na po. gising na, RJ na.
Allan at
Bakuna
Barbie na.
Oo.
Gising na.
Huwag na
Ay,
kayo,
gusto kong batiin.
Yung mga agam-agam, lalo na galing doon sa mga chismis or yung mga fake news, huwag nyo nang indayin yan. At madami na po, mga eksperto, mga sayantipiko, mga doktor nagsasabi that this is a very effective protection against the virus. Epektibo po yan, maganda po yan. At kung meron man side effect, very minimal. No? At yun, marami na tayo nakita mga kaso, talaga nakatulong, nakaprotekta sa ating mga kababayan, mga kamag-anak, yung ating vaccine. No? Hindi naman tayo vaccine virus proof pag tayo po ay nabakunahan. Pwede pa rin tayo maapektuhan, ma-infect ng virus na COVID-19. Pero ang epekto hindi na ganun ka delikado, hindi na ganun ka critical. So hindi nagiging masyadong maluba ang epekto ng tama ng virus sa atin. So pag kung hindi pa kayo nagpapabakuna, magpabakuna na kayo. Kung kayo naman po ay nabakunahan na ng second dose at least 6 months before or 6 months earlier, it's time for you to have your booster shot. Okay? Qualified na po kayo for the boosters and you can go and have your booster shot as soon as possible. Ikaw ba, Allan, nakapag-booster na?
Ay, hindi pa. Hinihintay kita muna mauna. Pagkatapos mo, as always, susunod naman ako. Anyway, yung mga...
Bakit ba ako ginagawa mong guinea pig?
Ay, hindi naman. Sobra ka naman. Alam mo naman, idol kita. Alam mo naman, yung mga kwentong bakuna o yung mga kwentong resback bakuna, nung mga araw na yon, ay makikita mo ang mga tao nagtatanong. Kaya kami tuwan-tuwa. Sir, saan ba ho dito yung, yung pinakamalapit ng vaccination center?
Yan,
Kasi po, alam nyo, ang Paranaque, nabanggit din namin we have to recognize the first city that opened its walls,
That's
is
right.
Manila. Thank you very much po sa City of Manila kasi kayo yung unang-unang nagbukas talaga yan ever
Kahit
since.
hindi tiga Maynila.
Yes, kahit hindi tiga Maynila. At kaya nung nangyari naman po yung bayanihan ay marami pong nagtanong at halatang hindi tiga lungsod ng Paranaque at tinatanong
Pwede
yung
na
area. Tinuturo po namin, sinasabi namin dumiretso ka dyan, pag diretso mo may mga tao na pinapakita pa proudly, Sir Barbie, naka-sleeveless at may band-aid. Doon yung bakuna.
Masigasig, Allan, meron akong mga kaibigan sa city government ng Paranaque na nag-text brigade doon daw sa Ayala Mall sa sila Vanessa nandun sa Ayala Mall. Pwede na magpabakuna kahit hindi tiga Paranaque. Ganon din doon sa facility sa Nayong Filipino Grounds sa harap ng Okada, pwede. Ganon din sa mga ibang local government, Allan, no? Pwede na, nagbukas na ng mga pinto ang ating mga local governments, whether you are citizens or registered residents of their local government or not, kahit saan ka abutin, pwede kang magpabakuna. Pwede ka na mag-booster shots, pwede ka na mag-first and second doses doon sa mga vaccination centers sila. Mabuhay at congratulations to our leaders, ang ating mga iba't ibang LGU at ganoon na rin siyempre sa ating Pangulo at ang ating national government, ang ating Pangulong Digong Duterte na nagdeklara ng bayanihan bakunahan at talaga naman nananawagan sa lahat. Yung iba po nagrereklamo na yung sabi nga pinipilit daw na magpabakuna unawain po natin, ang gusto lang po ng ating Pangulo at ng ating pamahalaan, maging ligtas ang lahat. Ganon din ang kagustuhan ng mga employers natin. Ayaw nilang malagay sa alanganin yung ating mga manggagawa. Kaya't kuminsan, medyo may kasama ng ang tawag doon, stern convincing mula sa ating employers, sa ating government, na magpabakuna na. Kaya sabi nga, hindi naman pwedeng mandatory or sapilitan yung pagbakuna. So kung ayaw nyo magpabakuna, fine. Pero bago kayo pumasok, magpa-RT-PCR test muna kayo. Ayan, fair enough. Sabi naman diba, parang magpa-RT-PCR, wala kami pera. Di pagpabakuna ka.
Yeah.
Libre yung bakuna Okay.
Kaya naman, binabati ko at ito, sabi ko sa iyo, basta't ikaw ay nagpabakuna on the air, iko-congratulate kita. Edward Lupo, congratulations sa iyo at sabi ko sa iyo hindi tayo tutubuhan ng buntot. Congratulations sa iyo.
O tsaka hindi ka magiging zombie. Kung gano'n ma'am, kung magkatotoo man yun, magpabakuna ka na dahil pag hindi ikaw lang matitirang hindi zombie, makakain ka ng mga zombie. Biro lang. Oy, Benny Gravides, huwag kang alis. Ang mensahe natin, stay safe, stay healthy. At lalo na kung kayo meron dinapuan kayo ng malubhang sakit. Yun ang pag-usapan natin, no? Yung mga tinatamaan, kinatatakutan nating pinangangambang karamdaman, yung cancer, no? At meron mga kababayan tayo na talagang handa naman tumulong sa ating mga cancer victims. Yan ang pag-uusapan natin sa pagbabalik natin, Alan. Magbe-break lang tayo. Pagbalik natin, meron tayong mga guest na sasamahan tayo. Pag-uusapan natin tungkol dyan sa mga kababayan natin na nangangalaga sa mga kababayan, mga kapwa natin na nagkaroon ng malubhang sakit ng cancer. What can you do? Who cares? Well, these are people who care. Huwag kayong alis. Magbabalik po ang Good Job Philippines. Nandito lang po kami.
Radio Bandido, recognized and awarded as protector of your democracy in EDSA 1 and EDSA 2. In 2022, our democracy will be put to the test once again. So Radio Bandido will strike again. Our democratic army is in place to give you unbiased, real news and facts so you yourself can decide. Legendary and game-changing commentators. Our lineup, starting with the legendary Ray Langit, joined by the most influential bloggers in the country, Banat Bay and the Pugad bloggers, and other dynamic commentators, Tita Carmen, Jimmy Morato, Barbie Atienza, Bernard Tan, Johnny Gomez, Pete Morato, Sal Panelo with Sal's Panel O, and more announcers and reporters fighting for democracy. Teleradio Bandido is heard on DZRJ 8:10 a.m., seen on Sky Cable Channel 224, TV Plus boxes, and streaming live on Facebook/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel RJAM News. Welcome the newest addition to our lineup of explosive anchors. A veteran broadcaster, a sports news anchor, race car driver, columnist, and reporter. Ira Panginiban and his program Free Spits. Free Spits, a parody of free speech, a right we always abuse. Free Spits, freewheeling discussions, no holds barred. Free Spits, the real sentiments of the Filipino people. Free Spits and Ira Panginiban, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on Teleradio Bandido TV Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Afforda box, and all DTT boxes. Also heard on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Also seen on Facebook/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel RJAM News. Bangon na! Tanghali na! RJ na!
We now return to Good Job Philippines on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Here is your host, Barbie Atienza.
All right, then we're so back right here on Good Job Philippines on DZRJ and Radio Bandido TV together with Allan. Allan, nandiyan rin yung ating mga guests. Meron ko pa bang babatihan bago natin pakilala ang ating mga panauhin?
I'd just like to recognize, of course, our one of our very, very beautiful person, talaga namang napakabait, Miss Vivian Velez. Belated happy birthday po sa inyo. And of course, binabati. Yes. And of course, binabati.
Ano ba ibig sabihin ng double V aside from Vivian Velez? Yan ang original Vadi Beautiful.
Oh, okay. Very, very nice.
Very nice.
Happy birthday, ma'am. And best greetings, of course, to Ariel Castro.
Kasama natin yan dito sa DZRJ. Oy, Ariel, ang ating director. No? Magandang umaga sa iyo. All right, we'd like to introduce our guest for this morning. As we said, we're talking about friends and people that we know that have been afflicted by, well, this thing called cancer, no? But ang question lagi pag may nagkakasakit, who cares? Well, these are people who care, and they come from an organization called the Philippine Cancer Society Incorporated. First up, let me introduce the president of the Philippine Cancer Society, Dr. Corazon Ngel Angel. Tama po ba yun? I hope I pronounced that right. Doctora, good morning.
Okay. Good morning po.
Welcome to the show, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
All right. And also joining us is an active member of the Philippine Cancer Society and also a very active Rotarian. She's a good friend of mine, Allan. We go back a long way. Pero ito ay very successful entrepreneur and one of the most fashionable women in the Philippines. Ayan, okay? So welcome to the show for Philippine Cancer Society Incorporated, our good friend, Miss Carol Mercado. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning, Barbie. Thank you so much for inviting us. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you for accepting our invitation. Okay, umpisa na natin, Allan, no? Tanong muna natin kay Dr. Cora. Ano ba yung Philippine Cancer Society? I understand it's been around for a long time. Para po sa kaalaman ng ating mga audience, could you tell us about what this PCSI is all about?
Philippine Cancer Society is similar to American Cancer Society. It's a civic organization. It's a private, non-stock, non-profit corporation founded by a group of laymen and medical doctors since December 22, 1956. And what it does, 1956 pa ho.
All right. Okay. What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do
and I was 3 years old. I was 3 years old lang at that time.
You gave away your age.
The society.
Okay.
My age, yeah. The society helps Filipinos cope with cancer by preventing it and diminishing death caused by it, especially among the disadvantaged through information, education, yun.
Oh, so nagko-conduct po kayo ng mga training, seminars. Unang-una kasi awareness is important, no?
Yes. We collaborate with other cancer support groups and Department of Health Cancer Control Division to come up with the monthly awareness, cancer awareness months, like ano ba ngayon? October. No. This is December.
December already.
Yeah, December already. I actually call December a Children's Cancer Awareness Month. Others would not be okay with it, but I usually put in December as a Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. October, by the way, is breast. September is lung. So each month has a cancer awareness month. Yes. So that's the advocacy, and we're joining the LGUs, Department of Health, other cancer support groups in this endeavor. Okay. The other thing that we are doing is training. There's what we call patient navigation program. Ito po navigators. They are the ones that will kind of hold the patient's hand to navigate the various bureaucratic processes enable for them to get help. Marami kasi sa atin we cannot really afford cancer treatment. We cannot even afford the emotional burden that comes to the patient. So yes, so the patient navigation program, basically, we have that training program, Philippine Cancer Society. We train people, nurses, social workers, how to do patient navigation program. So navigation coming from the word navigate.
Guiding.
Yes, you navigate the patient, pupunta sa inyo, and then they will ask for help, and yes, and we tell them, okay, this is what you will do. So first, screening, the diagnosis, treatment, saan ba kayo, where they will get help for whatever expenses they have, and so forth and so on. Basically,
these are important help that people who are afflicted by cancer really do help, really do need. Yung una, preventive, naalan, no?
Yeah, preventive.
Yung bago pa magkasakit, maintindihan mo muna paano ba nagkaka-cancer, saan ba nakukuha yan, ano ba dapat iwasan, etc. etc. Pero pag tinamaan na, nagkaroon na ng sakit, that's what I get a lot, Doktora, no? Carol, madalas tumatawag, Sir Barbie, paano ba pwedeng humingi ng tulong sa PCSO? Paano ba lumapit kay Senator Bongo sa malasakit? Yung mga ganyan. Kuminsan ako rin, hindi ko alam yung sagot. No? Tinatawagan ko rin yung mga kaibigan natin sa mga agencies like those, PhilHealth, PCSO. So yung Philippine Cancer Society provides that kind of help. Di ba? So you
provide that kind of help.
Yeah. Doktora Cora, napakagandang pag-usapan po yung patient navigation, kasi doon po right now, napakadami po talaga ng may cancer. And
malaking bagay.
I'd just like to quote someone who, kasi ako po, for instance, that's why I'm very, very inspired to be here today because of this conversation, itong discussion nga po natin, may kasabihan po tayo na wala pong mayaman at wala pong matibay pag ikaw ay binisita. Pagdating sa cancer, no? Paano ba ho yung na yan for the benefit ng mga nakikinig sa atin ngayon sa radyo, yung tinatawag nating patient navigation. Paano ba ho yan? Kukontakin muna namin kayo? Ganun ba ho yun?
Yes, in a way. So, pwede pong sa Philippine Cancer Society, actually, we have a website that they can go to, and then there are contact numbers there that they can go to, or they can go directly to the office of the Philippine Cancer Society. It's actually near Malacanang. It's in San Miguel. That's where our offices are. Before the COVID pandemic, pumupunta doon mga pasyente. Now it's kind of hard because of the travel ban, but then they can call and they can ask Philippine Cancer Society, where will I get help?
Doctora, you're also online. Are you accessible on Facebook, by email?
Yes, Facebook and Twitter. Email also, yes. And if you call them, you can ask. There are people in there who can answer and say, okay, this is what we will do. Something depende kung ano yung nung patient. So you said kanina prevention.
Mamaya, Doctora, before we let you go, we will have to underscore that, yung contact numbers niyo, how to get in touch with you by phone, by email, or by online, by Facebook. Pero papaling ko muna ng konti. Sabi ni Doktora, this is a voluntary organization and a lot of it really relies on a lot of involvement from different voluntary individuals and organizations like my good friend here, Carol. Carol, anong ginagawa? Alam ko ikaw ay active sa Rotary. Anong ginagawa mo dyan sa Philippine Cancer Society? Paano ka naman nasali dyan?
PCS is our collaborating organization and beneficiary for our Rotary Global Grant projects that enable us to purchase 2 brand new buses to be converted to mobile clinics and conduct breast and cervical cancer screening in the marginalized communities in Metro Manila and some provinces in Luzon where the buses are sponsored. We are also hoping or helping promote cancer awareness, encourage regular screening for early detection and treatment to save lives.
Ito yung involvement ninyo, Carol. Ito yung contribution nyo. Pero ang tanong ko, ikaw ay kilala kitang ikaw ay kilalang negosyante ikaw ay kilala rin sa social circles in community. Pero what made you get yourself involved? Well, in Rotary for one, but also in Philippine Cancer Society. I mean, you could just concentrate yourself on entrepreneurship, on your business and making money. Pero you get involved. Why do people like you immerse yourself in things like this?
Barbs, the answer is simple. The joy in helping others is the answer, especially when we know we can save lives and save Filipino families from devastation of losing their mothers from breast and cervical cancer, the top killers among women.
Yun. So out of that, you feel good. You feel good doing that. And meron ba yung rewards for you? Kasi siyempre, ang natural na Alan, di ba? Pag meron kang yung what's in it for me.
Totoo yan. Alam,
kasama bang factor yun? Di ba? Ikaw, Alan, marami ka rin voluntary work yun nga.
Yun nga yung sinasabi niyan. Ma'am Carol, paano nyo po, what does it give you back? Kayo being the, how would I say, being the bridge between the donor and the donee. Tapos kayo rin po, di ba sabi nila, when you give, you must receive. What do you receive?
Tsaka siya rin yung donor mismo, Alan.
Oo, kayo din, ma'am. How do you, what do you get in return, no? It's so beautiful to talk about it, especially nagpapasko na po ngayon.
Yes. Just to simply be able to help is enough return for me or gift from God. No? The joy in helping. Because hindi ko naman alam yan. It's just from within. It comes from within. So when I'm able to help, I feel good. And hopefully, I'm able to earn also my place in heaven at the same time.
So beautiful.
But here on earth, it's just the sheer joy of helping kasi wala namang monetary return.
Yeah.
We keep helping. In fact, ang dami kong taong na-bother dito sa project na ito to help us donate so that we can raise the about 10 million pesos to be able to purchase brand new buses and convert them into mobile clinics so that we can help save lives.
Alam mo, maganda rin dyan, Alan. Parang sa iba naman yung sinasabi nga, Carol, correct, concur with me or not. Pero di ba yung iba yung parang you always want to have meaning and purpose to your life. Kaya ka nagtatrabaho, kaya ka nagsisikap, kumikita yung iyong kabuhayan. Pero after providing for yourself and for your family, what else do you do? So you look for meaning and purpose to your life, di ba? Parang nagkakaroon ng saysay, ng halaga yung
Barbs, I have been a Rotarian for 27 years. And
you started when you were 5.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
We know each other, Barbie and I. We go a long way since high school. I know him. He goes to our school and makes legal every girl there.
I know.
Our school.
Ano yan? St. Paul yan. Paulinian yan.
St. Paul.
Alan.
Pero Miss Carol, this reason of helping Philippine Cancer Society is not because there was once upon a time a close encounter of you or either your family to cancer. Hindi naman po ganun ang storya.
Thank you very much for asking that. But normally, I don't talk about sad stories. But if you will give me the chance, I myself was a victim of cancer. I had cancer when I was very young, in my mid-20s. Papillary. Luckily, it was just papillary cancer. Still, it was cancer. At that time, I did not know. It's really literally changed my life and my outlook in life. And I did not tell anybody. I did not tell anybody about it except my parents and my immediate family. No, because ayoko nga ng sad stories eh. But when I was younger, it goes back a long way. When I was young, very young, my father was a doctor and my mother was a pharmacist. and they owned, and he was the first of two doctors in our province, and first also pharmacy of two pharmacy only in our province. And I saw how they help free for people who are poor. And I wanted to be just that. Yun lang ang dream ko sa buhay ko. But it did not happen. But God is good. He gave me Rotary. So now, todo ako sa Rotary to be with other people who are willing to help. And we are able to help big time in so many projects, not only here, even PGH, we have projects everywhere.
Na-inspire ka nung good works din nung iyong parents. Pero Allan, maganda yung point mo kasi madami rin ganyan. Parang meron din yung payback element, no? Kunyari, nagkaroon ako ng cancer 2012 and all the doctors said I had 3 months to live. That was quite serious. It was pancreatic cancer.
I remember that.
That was almost 10 years ago. So, thank God. Pero yun, nakita rin natin yung hirap ng isang pasyenteng ng cancer, no? Allan, di ba? Kaya kuminsan, because of that, you're inspired na kung pwedeng may magawa ka para makatulong sa iba, tulong ka, di ba, Allan?
Totoo yan. Alam nyo, napakahirap po ng mga dinadanas ng mga tao, lalo na sa nakapaligid po sa taong may cancer. Kaya nga po yung sinabi ni Doktora kanina, ni Doktora Cora, there's a group, that Philippine Cancer Society, na natutulong hindi lang dun sa pasyente at yung support sa pamilya, yung support group. Doktora Cora, how do you really prepare the support group? Kagaya ng pamilya, paano po ang mga programa ng Philippine Cancer Society? Doon naman po sa support group.
Aside from navigation.
Yun, opo.
Okay. There are several support groups that we know of. May support groups ng breast cancer, may support groups, ang children, something like that. So we know who they are. And we can endorse the patient to them. Now, Philippine Cancer Society itself gives counseling sessions to whoever would need it. So we do have that, and we have volunteer hospice and palliative care doctors.
Yes.
Ang kwan lang sa Philippine Cancer Society, it's we are the society cannot really be sustained without help from people like Carol Mercado. All our activities depends on this kind of people to be able to really go on working with cancer patients. So without them, we cannot do anything. The doctors also in Philippine Cancer Society, we are all volunteers. So we don't also, we're all volunteers, meaning we do this kind of work without any monetary or material benefits. It's just that we like doing it because that's our profession that we chose. I'm a medical oncologist, by the way. So some patients who come to Philippine Cancer Society needing a medical oncologist, I'm there and tell them, you come to me in PGH, something like that. So it's similar to other, people who are trained to do counseling. That's your support group thing, and then they also give. They can also say, I can do it. I can do the counseling. Our executive director, Dr. Rachel Rosario, is a hospice and palliative care expert. So she's the one in charge of the counseling thing. Okay.
Pero
so basically,
walang full-time sa inyo? These are volunteer doctors?
Yeah, wala po. Well, the only ones that are full-time are really the administrative staff.
Okay.
That does the, all the administration. But in terms of doctors, they're all volunteers.
All right.
But yes, but we do a list of volunteers.
All right. Do you get any support, help from the government?
Well, okay. There is such a thing as Cancer Medicine Access Program from the Department of Health. And they give free drugs basically to patients with cancer, particularly those who are early stage you know, and we are in collaboration with them in, you know, if we have patients needing these drugs, then we refer them to DOH, and DOH gives the free drugs. And
Pero funding wala kayo, Doktora?
Okay, funding wise, okay. So we do have funding. It's Carol's group, Mrs. The Best Dressed Women of the Philippines every year does a fundraising event, and they come up with money. And this money, this is the one that we use to help patients with their treatment, their drugs, their diagnosis. And we usually have like a budget of 8 to 10 million for this every year. And we do have about 3,000 patients a year.
So,
and that's coming from Philippine Cancer Society, aside from the DOH Cancer Medicine Access Program.
Ayan, yeah. Pero funds-wise, wala kayong direct funding from the government. So this is purely private initiative. Okay. Okay. All right. Carol, you're now involved, and either Carol or Dr. Cora can answer. Specifically, kung ako po ay nakikinig ngayon, gusto kong tumulong sa Philippine Cancer Society. Anong klaseng tulong ang pwedeng or kinakailangan ng society currently, presently? What can I do? What can I give?
You know, cancer has a many aspects, okay? As you said a while ago, prevention, and we call that primary prevention. That's the advocacy, the yearly, the monthly cancer awareness, okay? That one, we only want you people, radio people, to be able to also help us in telling, every month that we have different kinds of cancer awareness month, So example, in October, when there is breast, then you kind of announce to all the women there, be sure that you do your breast self-examination, you go to your doctor for clinical breast examination, and you do your mammography and ultrasound. Yan lang. And then sa liver
early detection.
Yeah. Yes, early detection or risk. And then there's another secondary prevention wherein Carol is coming in big time in coming up with the buses. Mobile, we do have mobile buses. While mobile because as you know, patients in the community won't be able to come to you, so you're kind of you go to them na lang. And what you will offer is breast examination, and we're going to have an ultrasound. By the way, before we only do physical examination, now we're going to have an ultrasound there, and then cervical exam. We do have colposcopy there, pap smear, and visual acetic acid. So pwede po yun. Okay. Now, ang mga lalaki naman, sasabihin nila, paano kami? Sabihin ng mga lalaki. We do have with Philippine Urological Association a yearly prostate exam, PSA, and digital rectal exam, and it's the we collaborate with the Philippine Urological Association, and they're the ones, the doctors who are there, and so on. So, and then on the treatment side, as I told you, we do have funding from Best Dressed Women to give free drugs, diagnostics, etc. And on the end of life, at the end of life, right, we do have hospice and palliative care. So we cover the whole spectrum.
Pain management
of cancer. We have that. Pain management, yeah, we have that also. That's included in the if ever a patient would need pain medications, then we can give free pain medications to the patient.
Okay. Carol, maganda yung yung mobile clinic ninyo, dahil lalo na ngayong pandemic, talagang maraming tao rin natatakot pumunta sa ospital. Well, dalawang bagay, baka mahawa ng COVID at saka gastos. Kayo ngayon, yung mobile ninyo, kayo mismo pupunta doon sa mga locals. Gaya niyan, si Allan, very active yan sa kanyang community. Paano ba? Pwede ba mag-request sa inyo? Kunyari, kami, puntahan mo naman kami sa Manila. punta mo naman kami sa Parañaque. Paano bang procedure dyan?
Pwede yan, Barbie. In fact, that is one of the reasons that we came here. We want to promote the use of the mobile clinic, and we want to call on the general public, especially the corporations, the Rotary clubs nationwide, or especially in Luzon, in Metro Manila, to support us on this drive by sponsoring the mobile clinic for a small amount to cover the base operation. We will be able to see at least 100 patients a day in different communities in Metro Manila and in Luzon. Basta abot natin, pupuntahan natin.
Yun.
By the way, may I please allow me to thank
go ahead.
Here on air, Consul Helen Ong, the founder and head of the very active woman who encourages everyone to donate to the Philippine Cancer Society. She is the founder and head of the Best Dressed Women of the Philippines.
Yun. Kaya pala kakaroon ng ganun para maka-raise ng funds.
And yung yan. About 10 million. Yeah, about 10 million every year. Even more pre-pandemic and after this pandemic, I am sure many more will donate.
So hindi lang pagandahan pala yun, no? Talagang...
Hindi. Pagandahan ng kalooban yan. It so happens na magaganda rin sila.
Ang galing.
Sama ako doon.
Oo nga. Ikaw ay kasama doon sa listahan ng mga best dressed women. Alright, Carol, kung gustong tumulong sa inyo, sa Philippine Cancer Society or dyan sa inyong initiative, how do they get in touch with you?
Meron kaming one-page ad that we can flash here. I sent it to you. You can flash it here, no? On how to get
sa akin.
I can send it to you and maybe you can flash it. But of course, you can go directly to the Philippine Cancer Society. Both ways, no? In donating, supporting, and also availing of the services of the past.
All right.
Yeah, Carol, Philippine Cancer Society has a page sa Facebook, no?
Yes. We can advertise there, Doctora. Maybe we can advertise there more, no?
Yes.
Kasi alam mo, ako nananawagan ako sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan, higit sa lahat sa mga may cancer ngayon at sa palagay nilang may cancer sila, no? Carol is trying to find ways on how to reach out to people that it seems like I have cancer, no? But you can't have yourself checked dahil magastos nga, no? Talagang magastos siya, no? At hindi mo pa alam kung member ka ng PhilHealth o ano. So, let's help this group. Tulungan natin sila sa kaming mga nakipagharap-harap na sa cancer talagang madugo at cancer is totally a monster, you know? It's a monster.
I agree with you totally and completely. I forgot to mention that my brother suffered so much for cancer, and that was the one that really got me because ako swerte. It was found out at an early stage, but my brother was found out, I think third or fourth stage of tongue cancer, and he suffered tremendously. It took me 2 years to get over the agony of watching him die slowly.
Yeah.
Pero may mga kasamahan tayo sa society ngayon na may mga kanya-kanyang istorya on how they survive. At is malaking karangalan na makasama ko si Ma'am Carol, of course si Barbie Atienza, no, mga survival. Doktora Cora, meron lang akong tanong. Sana samahan mo ako sa pagsabi nito, no? Do you agree with me that number 1 prevention is exercise and stop smoking? Doktora?
Right food. Diet.
Yes, lifestyle talaga. Lifestyle, that's the primary prevention really. And it has something to do with lifestyle. And lifestyle would be smoking. Smoking and then exercises. Yeah. And well, actually, we came up with something like SINS, but I forgot what it comes up. Anyway, it's really to be called, one of the S, by the way, is safe sex. You know?
Safe sex.
So lifestyle.
Sexually transmitted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, safe safe sex because it has something to do with HPV virus thing. Anyway, yon lifestyle, diet, of course, too much and little of that also is not good. So the rule is moderation. Okay,
All in moderation. All right.
Then of course moderation, and so of course diet. And diet has something to do with weight, your weight for your age. So again, it's moderation, not too thin, not too fat. So yes, it's lifestyle really. That's the best way to go for preventing cancer.
Ay, mahirap daw yung Alan. Ang delikado daw dyan pag yung ikaw ay on a seafood diet. When you seafood, you eat. Yung seafood diet. Kaya delikado raw yun. Ay, shout out lang kay Amani Miller, Elma Ramos, who are now listening to us and watching us, Esmeralda Francisco, Dario Cunanan from Angeles City. Thank you for listening in. And from San Andres, Manila, Maria Leonora Teresa. Di ba parang ano yun? Parang kanta yun, ano? Or pelikula. Gravides Benny. Thank you very much. All right. Doktora, siguro I will give you time, both Carol and Doktora Cora, to call on our audience, our listeners and viewers of what they can do or what can they, what kind of help they can extend to the Philippine Cancer Society. Pati na rin siguro yung contact numbers or contact different ways of being able to touch base with you. Carol, you want to go first? Your message to our viewers, please.
Okay. Before I say my message, I would like to add stress. Avoid stress.
Stress.
And stressful people.
Oo nga, yeah. Mga toxic people.
That's one of the S. Yeah, that's one of the S.
Be happy. Learn the gift from God to see all good things in everything, no matter.
Amen. Tama. Maganda yun.
Well, anyway, in behalf of our Rotary Club, the Rotary Club of Makati Premier District, our incumbent President Rina Lopez Bautista, I am Carol Mercado, Charter President, inviting all women to have breast and cervical cancer screening regularly, not only once, every year. Please go to the nearest clinic or hospital because it will save your life. At kung may mag-sponsor po ng mobile clinic ng PCS sa inyong lugar, mangyaring magpalista po lamang kayo kaagad and avail of this opportunity. Marami po kaming nakitang merong first stage or second stage ng breast or cervical cancer at nasagip po namin ang kanilang buhay. Don't take the chance. Take the opportunity to save your life. Let us together help one another to save the lives of our Filipino women, our mothers, to save our Filipino families from losing their mothers. Sana po ay tuloy-tuloy tayong sumuporta sa Philippine Cancer Society. Maraming salamat kay Mr. Barbie Atienza, my good friend, and Mr. Allan Visitacion for inviting us today to promote cancer awareness and the Philippine Cancer Society. Dr. Cora Son Elangel, maraming salamat po for your support. Sabi nga niya, libre lang kasi gusto lang naming makatulong. Thank you.
All right. And considering also, of course, that especially December is the Children with Cancer Month, sabi ni Dr. Cora. So let's be aware of that at pangalagaan po natin ang ating kalusugan, lalo-lalo na po yung mga bata ngayon. At yun, ang kabalikat nyo dyan sa inyong pakikibaka laban sa cancer ay ang Philippine Cancer Society. Madam Cora, Dr. Cora, would you like to call on our kababayans to join you in this particular advocacy and this wonderful cause?
Yeah, actually, for the general public, what we want of you is to take care of yourself, meaning to say you avoid the risk against cancer. You go for your screening, breast, cervix, lung, all these things, nasopharynx, your oral cavity, lungs, also colonoscopy, all these things. So if you do that, then we can be able to treat, if ever you have cancer, we can be able to treat your cancer without complication, meaning as easily as it can be. If you don't do that, then you get on to have far advanced cancer. It's really very difficult to treat advanced cancer. So we would want the general public to be extra careful on their life, have a good life, as healthy lifestyle, as Allan said, and then go for your cancer screening. Now, that's actually the most important message that Philippine Cancer Society would want to give all of you. Please do your part in caring for your own self and your family. Now, the other thing is you wanted, how do you contact Philippine Cancer Society? Actually, I don't memorize the numbers, but you can easily get them from the Philippine Cancer Society website. And it's all there, the Facebook, the Twitter, the email address, and how you would contact. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Check nyo lang po yun sa inyong mga, pwede yung i-google ang Philippine Cancer Society. And I think they also have, tama po ba, meron din tayong Facebook page if you're into Facebook.
Mayroon pong Facebook. Yeah.
All right.
And we also have Twitter, basically.
126.
So doon na po natin kukontakin whether kailangan po natin ng tulong o suporta mula sa Philippine Cancer Society. At yung may mga magagandang loob po dyan. Lalo na po, tatawagan ko na, Allan, especially mga yung mga, hindi tayo mga kampanya, pero yung mga nagkumakandidato, gagastos din lang naman kayo dahil kaya kayo kumakandidato, gusto nyo tumulong sa kapwa nyo. O ito isang paraan para makatulong kayo, whether you are a candidate or not. Tulungan po natin yung Philippine Cancer Society. Yan po, nandiyan po si Dr. Cora Ngelangel at saka si Miss Carol Mercado. Yan, maraming salamat po sa inyo. And we wish you the best. And may God bless you. At sabi nga po nung isang kaibigan nating mayor, sana po yung maulanan kayo. Pag nabasa kayo, dadami kayo. May your tribe increase, ika nga. All right. Thank you very much, Doctora, and thank you, Carol.
Barbie, pwede ko bang ihabol yung number of the Philippine Cancer Society? The telephone number of the Philippine Cancer Society, please list it down. 734-2126.
734-2126.
Yes.
Mas alam
I know it because I see all the time.
All right. At sabi ni Doktora, also ang tanggapan ng Philippine Cancer Society ay malapit po sa Malacanang, dyan po sa may San Miguel. At pwede po silang dumalaw doon, Doktora, no?
Pwede po, pwede.
Okay, good. At yun, habang nando kayo, dalawin nyo na si Pangulong Duterte para nando na rin naman kayo sa area na yun. Again, thank you very much, Doktora. Thank you, Carol. And,
thank you very much po, Barbs and Allan.
More power.
Carol, of course.
Anytime you need anything that we can help disseminate on your programs, on your drives, on your activities, please feel free to get in touch with us. All right. Maraming salamat, Allan.
Yes,
Allan,
kung nakikinig ka, nagsama na ang dalawang organisasyon, Philippine Cancer Society at ang laging successful Rotary Club, ang bumugbog ng polio. Tulungan natin sila ngayon. Alam kong nakikinig kayo at alam mo kung sino ka. May pag-asa. Back to you, Barbie.
At tulungan po natin, bago po natin pag-usapan yung eleksyon sa 2022. Yan, unang-una, eleksyon bago eleksyon. Bakuna bago kampanya at tumulong po tayo sa Philippine Cancer Society. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. And until next week, ito po si Barbie Atienza sa ngalan ni Allan Visitacion at Tirina Tolentino. Hanggang sa muli. Paalam po. Ingat po kayo. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Good Job Philippines with Barbie Atienza. Good Job Philippines is an exclusive presentation of DZRJ 810 AM. The views and comments of the hosts and guests are not necessarily those of the station.
Pasko, Pasko na naman, Pasko na naman sa ating bayan.
Ito po si Attorney Nikki De Vega.
At ako naman po si Attorney Carlo Nicolas para sa programang
Ang Buhay at Batas. Bumabati sa inyo